Hello everybody, it's Paul from the Carroll family. Just gonna do a little video while I'm getting my steps in for today. It's a beautiful day today. Temperature's real nice, got a nice breeze. Couldn't ask for better weather compared to last week. We've had over 100-degree heat index, so this really feels good. But what I want to do is talk to y'all about how me and my wife met. Back in August of 2012, I worked with her aunt in the hospital, and she introduced us through Facebook, and we started talking on Facebook, sending messages and getting to know each other that way. And then when January of 2013, I decided to come over to the Philippines for the first time on an international flight, which was kind of crazy. First time ever flying far distance to countries I can't even speak or understand language. And I got trapped in Tokyo with a snowstorm, so we had to go to Osaka, spent the night in Osaka, Japan, so that threw us a delay. And then I came into the Philippines, as you can see in the very first video we did with meeting my future husband and introducing my family to them. So that started, because a lot of people always ask, how did y'all meet? Why did you decide to marry a Filipino? What was the reasons and stuff like that? Well, plain and simple was, I was very attracted to the Asian culture with Japanese, Chinese culture and history, and the Philippines was, right in there with the Asian culture. And that's what I fell in love with when I went over there, when I met her. Just the culture, the people, the food. It was very heartwarming. They welcomed me. First time ever going over there, a foreigner, couldn't really speak English or Tagalog. So there was some communication, but it was very easy going. Felt very relaxed, felt very secure about myself, and really felt like I was home. So I already had it in the back of my mind to propose to her when I went over there in 2013, but wasn't sure, because like I say, meeting on Facebook, talking on Facebook, everything can kind of didn't know, getting to know someone online is one thing. Meeting them in person and seeing how they are personally, how their behaviors are, how their attitudes, their temperaments, what they like, what they don't like, stuff like that, it's kind of different. So, but my wife is very sweet, very down to earth, very heartwarming. We are complete opposites, but we mesh together. We're yin and yang, but we work together. She's the only person that I've ever dated, going on now 7 years. So that's the longest relationship I've ever had with anybody. And I look back and I wouldn't change it for the world. I love my wife, and she's good to me. She helps me out. She's my rock, even though I irritate her and frustrate her most of the time, and she wants to grab my ears and always saying, I ain't Nicole, Paul. But we just have a special chemistry that maybe a lot of people don't understand. Maybe a lot of people don't figure out how it works out, but it works out great for us. We are very happily married. We're a typical family. We've had issues in the past, and we're your normal Filipino American family. We bring in the Filipino culture into our kids' lives. She teaches them Tagalog. She teaches me sometimes Tagalog. My wife is very devoted with the church. I'm not as much as a church going person, but we work. We mesh So when people ask why I choose to the Philippines, it wasn't that I chose a country. It just happened to be the Philippines. But the thing is, I wouldn't change anything I did back in 2013 when I went over there and proposed to her in Puerto Fuego, Philippines. It was the best thing in my life. And then was able to get her over here on a K1 visa, and it didn't take long. It was about, total process was probably, let's see, started filing the paperwork in February of 2013, flew over in November of 2013 to pick her up and fly home with her so she wouldn't have to fly by herself in the United States. So but that's the reason why I really married my wife, was because I fell in love with my wife. I fell in love with the person that she is. I love her for who she is, what she stands for. We might not agree to everything. We might not see eye to eye on things. But at the end of the day, I love my wife, and my wife knows I have her back and support her 100%. That doesn't mean, you know, we're all this happy-go-lucky family, you know, fairy tale fantasy. No, we're just your normal family. We have 2 kids that drive both of us crazy. We have family members that drive us crazy. We have in-laws and, you know, drive us crazy. Trust me, my mom, you know, she's a stickler sometimes on things, and you know, it's hard to understand because the culture between the Philippines and Americans are different. You know, they're more family. Filipinos are more family oriented, closeness with their families. You know, there's even to this day, I mean, they all still live together, you know, unlike Americans. When you turn 18, you know, you're ready to be independent, ready to move out, live on your own, not have to deal with your parents. So, but in the Philippines, it's totally different. It's more respect their family, respect their parents. So, you know, that's definitely one thing that I loved, is they're family oriented. They want the family. As I was growing up, you know, I was more the independent, did things on my own, didn't have to rely on anybody else's act or words or actions, because everything I did was on me. So it's been a learning curve being involved in this marriage with my wife, is to give and be a little bit more humble, be a little bit more understanding, be a little bit more respectful of my wife's wishes and culture, and you know, not always my way. So I'm proud to be married to a Filipina, proud to have 2 kids that are, I guess you would say, are mixed race. You know, I mean, excited, happy. You know, we're growing a family together. We're raising 2 kids to be good. We're trying to get them to understand both sides and both cultures. So, you know, guys, that's pretty much all in a nutshell. I mean, why I picked my wife is because I fell in love with my wife. Why I choose the Philippines? It wasn't because of the Philippines. I choose the person. She just happened to live in the Philippines. The reason, go long distance relationship, yeah, it was kind of a struggle at first. You know, being so far away, you couldn't have a lot of physical contact with each other, and it was just like we had to grow and understand each other from a distance, and it worked for us. Not everybody works. So, you know, if you have any comments or questions about a K1 visa process, you know, drop me a line. I'll be happy to help you all out. Like I say, my process took us 9 months for us to go through that process. It wasn't that hard. It was pretty simple. There's a checklist on how to do everything. You just go by with the checklist. Make sure you have all your documents. Make sure you have all your paperwork all taken care of when you file. If you're missing something, they'll send it back to you. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this little short video up because I'm getting hot and sweaty, and trying to focus while I'm talking is kind of getting complicated. I'm not that easy multitasker like some people are. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for viewing again. Hope you could continue supporting our channel by liking, write us some comments, what you like, what you don't like. Let us know. If you have any questions about, if you are involved in a international relationship, you know, feel free to ask me. I'll be happy to try to help you out as much as I can. But yeah, I mean, just like the videos, comment on videos, share the videos, and most of the thing, you know, subscribe, pass the word along. So guys, y'all take care. We'll catch y'all later on another adventure with the Carroll family. Take care. Peace.